What's up, everyone? This is gonna be a Blue Eyes deck profile, so let's get right into it. First, you're gonna have to play the monster that started it all. Triple Blue Eyes, because playmaker right there. Then you're gonna have to run 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue because, well, if I'm gonna show you this, I have to show you this beautiful girl right here as well. You have to run 3 of her and 3 of him, so you can do at least 1 play, or any other level 1 light tuners. Summon him, get her, search her from your deck, add it to your hand. And if by any chance you have a Mausoleum, you can also play the Mausoleum beforehand. Summon him, search for her. Mausoleum's effect special summon her, aside from your normal summon. So you play those. You play those 3. Then you also play triple Whetstone of Ancients because you get a free Blue Eyes at the end of your turn when you pitch him to the grave. And if he's in your grave, you can activate second effect to banish it and add 1 Blue Eyes that's in your grave to your hand. Okay. So this is optional, but I'm running it now just to test it out. You run double all alternatives because you get to pop a free card, and it's basically a +2.
Would you run these at 3?
I would run them at 3, but you're running a lot of level 8s, so it can get cloggy sometimes. That's why you would have to run trade-ins as well. We're gonna get to that later. But for now, I recommend you start at 2, just to test it out, or 1 depending on how you're feeling, and later on add on depending on how consistent your draws are. So for now, just run 2. And as well as Dragon Spirit of White, you run double because he's your replacement for Twin Twisters or MSTs, anything like that, because when he's special from the grave or hand anywhere, as long as he's special summon, you can banish any spell card or trap card that's on the field. And he's treated as a normal monster as well, so that can help you out with other plays that we'll get into right now in a bit as well. Then you run double effect Veiler. You can run 3, but again, level 1 light tuners and level 8 monsters can clog up a lot, especially since you don't have much draw power besides trade-ins. So keep that at 2 or 1 depending on how you're feeling, but never go to 3. I really don't recommend that. It clogs too much. And then here are your 1-ofs. You play 1 Whitestone of Ancient, 1 Whitestone of Legend to add 1 Blue Eyes to your hand whenever you have none. 1 Flame Veil Guard. He's actually pretty important as well because he's a level 1 tuner. He's also a normal monster, so you can pitch him for Dragon Shrine and then pitch another dragon type, so it'd either be Whitestone of Legend or Whitestone of Ancients. Pitch those, so either you get a Blue Eyes to your hand or you get a Blue Eyes on the field at the end of the turn. And you can also use other cards for him, like Silver's Cry, for example, to special summon him back into the field whenever you need a tuner. And here we are with the 3 trade-ins. There's your draw power for whenever you have too many level 8s in your hand and you have a trade-in, go ahead and pitch that one to the grave, draw 2. You're going to run triple Return of the Dragon Lords, only because this deck consists a lot of sending most of your monsters to the grave, so you're going to have lots of ways to bring them back to the field. And when Return of the Dragon Lords is in the grave, you can banish it to protect your dragon-type monsters. Then you have triple Silver's Cry, because it's a quick play and it lets you special summon a normal monster. And in case you're open up and you have an open field, you have nothing, you can just have 1 Silver's Cry set, special summon a Blue Eyes to protect yourself for that turn. And you can use that Silver's Cry to special summon the level 1 Flame Veil Guard from the grave as well, because it's also a normal type. Run double Terraforming because you are going to be playing some, not a lot, you're going to be playing some field spell cards that I'm going to show you in a bit as well. You run double Dragon Shrine. You could run triple, but again, running triple of lots of cards can clog up your deck very easily, so try to keep it either at 2 or 1 depending on how much you need it. Then here are your one-ofs. You play one melody because, again, search power helps you, and you can pitch either a stone or any stone to get any of the effects. You play one burst stream because you also play one mausoleum. So when mausoleum goes to the grave, you banish this to get a burst stream directly to your hand. Then you also play another field spell, which is Secret Village of the Spellcasters, because obviously you're playing Sage and Maiden, so it's a really good way to just block out your opponent as long as you have tuners on your hand. As long as you have Sage or Maiden in your hand. Then you play one Soul Charge because again you have to make sure that whenever you have any of your monsters in the grave, you have ways of bringing them back. So you just need one because you're going to be running a lot either way, like Silver's Cry, Return of the Dragon Lords. So you just need one Soul Charge. For draw power again, Cards of Continents. In case you keep drawing too many tuners instead of too many level 8s, you use Cards of Continents so that way you can keep drawing, and you pitch a stone and effect. You either get one to your hand or you get one at the end phase. And last is a Beacon of Whites. You run one because again, there'll be too many times where you run out of monsters. They're all in your grave. You have no way of getting them out. Beacon of White lets you special summon one Blue Eyes, and for every Blue Eyes in your grave, it can attack that many times. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the extra deck. For the extra deck, you are going to have to run triple Spirit, because this is going to be your main monster for your extra deck to make all your plays from. You can tribute it during any player's turn except for the battle phase, and special summon one level 9 light monster. So you can tribute one for an Azure. You can run double or triple, but again, even if it's your extra deck, it clogs out a lot. So I recommend you run 2 or 1. That's what I recommend for most of this deck and any other cards that you're running. So you'd use Spirit's effect for Azure, or you can use it for any other card, like for example Moonlight, because it comes in handy. Special it. Any special summon monster, you can bounce it back to the extra deck or to the hand. Or you can also use it for Ancient Fairy, because Ancient Fairy, once you special it, you can destroy any of your field spells or any of your opponent's field spells as well. Gain 1,000 for each. Search another one, add it to your hand. And you can also special summon one level 4 or lower monster from your hand, except it can't attack that turn. But either way, you use him, use that effect. You have a tuner, add it to your hand. You have a tuner in your hand, special summon it by Ancient Fairy's effect, and then pop your field spell to get more life points added to you. And you can synchro summon from that level 1 light tuner and the Ancient Fairy to summon Crystal. And well, everybody hates this card because it's basically an eyesore. So that'd be a great play to do with Ancient Fairy and a level 1 light tuner as well. Or you can go for Michael as well, to banish any card that's just pretty annoying that you can't get over by battle. Then you're going to want to run double Twin Burst, because you either go hard or you go home. That's just how it is. Personally, I prefer this one way over Chaos Max or the Chaos Max build, because ritual summoning is kind of a hassle, at least for me. So run double. Then here you're going to also run some of the Galaxy cards. You're going to run number 107 and Photon, and also number 95. So you go 107 with 2 Blue Eyes, then you pop, and then you add Photon onto it. Then you're going to add Dark Matter on top of that. And here it's where it gets a little better. You play number 84 and number 77. So once you have him on the field, you add him to the top, add him as well. You can banish all your opponent's special summon monsters and add one as a as a material, and as long as he has materials on him, cannot be destroyed by battle or
Artifacts.
artifacts as well. So that's going to be everything. That's the extra deck. That's the main deck. In your side deck, if you want, you can also run another, like I said, another spirit. So you can run triple depending on how you're feeling. You can do that, or you can also run a deep eyes, because deep eyes actually comes in clutch a lot. You know, you got most of your dragons in your grave. There's a bunch of them with different names. So to just be able to pitch them out for free when a blue eyes gets destroyed on your field, and your opponent takes massive amounts of damage. So like at the end of the duel, you're close to the end, maybe even the middle, and you already nulled most of your dragons to the grave. Deep eyes comes in really clutch. Another field spell that you could run is Dragon Ravine, obviously just for its second effect, where you can pitch one card from your grave to send one dragon as well. And this is also optional. Like, this is the budget side of it. Like, if you don't want to waste too much money buying all the Silver Scries or the Return of the Dragon Lords, you can run triple Swing of Memories. It's also just as good. It's not a quick play. It's not but it gets the job done. As long as you sink on that turn and you get rid of the monster, you'll be fine, because it lets you special summon one normal monster from your grave, and at the end of the turn it's destroyed. But most of the time, all you need it is for that one turn, so you can go into your extra deck plays. So you run triple or double Swing of Memories. You can switch them out between the Silver Scry or the Return of Dragon Lords, or like I said, if you don't have enough money, you can run the Swing of Memories, because they're not that expensive. They're like 25 cents each, I'm guessing. So yeah, and obviously you gotta run. No, I'm just playing, but if you were able to play it, it would be awesome. But just that one would be a good card as well. But that's gonna wrap it up for everything. That's gonna finish the Blue Eyes deck profile. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. You know the deal.